Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This video today is very near and dear to my heart and I'm very excited to share it with all of you, and that is how and why I started my business. In case you are new around here, hello and welcome. My name is Marissa and here on YouTube I share lots of videos on healthy recipes and simple and realistic ways for you to improve your health from a holistic viewpoint, where we are looking at health from a mind, body, soul perspective. And I would absolutely love for you to hit that subscribe button and join me here on YouTube. So I wanted to make a video talking about how and why I started my business, because I think it's important for you guys to understand the why behind all of the content that I create here on YouTube, but also on all of my other social media platforms. So I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Lemonade, and there really is true intention behind everything that I create in order to help you guys improve your health. And I'm very excited to share that with you guys. Plus you can kind of get a little bit of an inside peek into, what brought me to this point and learn a little bit more about me. So in case you guys didn't already know, I am a pharmacist and integrative nutrition health coach. That is my academic and work experience background. I knew that I wanted to become a pharmacist ever since I was a sophomore in high school. My favorite subjects in high school were home ec, which is food, obviously. But we also talked about nutrition in there. I remember watching the Super Size Me video, which kind of looked at McDonald's and fast food and all that stuff, and definitely made its impact on me. And then I also really loved chemistry. I loved math, specifically algebra and calculus. Calculus is my favorite. I had a great teacher for that. And then also anatomy and physiology. I also grew up in a family that loves food, loves to eat, loves to cook. I grew up in the kitchen, just cooking alongside my mother, both my grandmothers. My grandfather loved to cook, and we loved to go to the grocery store and go to farmers markets. And, seldom a night went by where we weren't eating dinner all together at the table and talking and catching up from the day. If it was the weekend, we would be eating all of our meals together. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert if we had that. And we just always gathered around food. The Food Network channel was always running, so there was just always the topic of food around. And my grandmother, on my mom's side, really loves the topic of nutrition and healthy living and how to just live a healthy lifestyle. And I definitely grew up around that influence. So fast forward a little bit, once I was in pharmacy school, I was learning about medications and how to treat different chronic diseases from both a medication perspective as well as a non-medication perspective, so lifestyle interventions. And concurrently, I was also working part-time in a pharmacy while I was in school. Studying and being in pharmacy school and also working part-time in a pharmacy was really great. It was a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot going on at that point in my life. But it was also really great because I got to see firsthand, learn and observe firsthand, what people were struggling with on a daily basis. And not only their approach to handling it, but also the medical system's approach to handling it. Once I was in my last year of pharmacy school is 4 years. And so on my 4th year, I was working full-time on my clinical rotations. And I was following various people on social media who were kind of doing what I'm doing right now. They were talking about health and wellness and healthy living, and they had a podcast and a YouTube channel and an Instagram account. They had, the works, and the blog and the website and the email list. And I was just really intrigued by it. And they talked about health coaching, which was kind of a newer-ish term to me, or profession. I didn't really know much about it. And I was very intrigued by it. And there are programs out there for health coaching programs and curriculums that you can actually enroll in. And there was one that I was really intrigued by. I thought it would make me, it would only add to my skill set being a pharmacist, and I could help my patients even more. But at the time I was so busy in my rotations and there just wasn't a moment for it. It really just wasn't the right time for me to go for it. So I kind of just pushed it off to the side and ended up kind of forgetting about it. Fast forward a few years, I was working in my pharmacist job and I was actually kind of going through some health and life struggles at the time. And I don't know like where this came up. I really believe in there is no such thing as a coincidence in life. From a spiritual perspective, I really believe that God's hands are on our life, and God's timing and everything. And I ended up coming across this health coaching curriculum and program again, and there was just something in my brain that said, now's the time. Now's the time to go for it and to look into it. And I am not an impulse shopper. I like really, especially this was like a pretty expensive thing too. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like think about it, sleep on it for a few days. And I made a pro-con list of like all the various health coaching programs out there. But I ultimately came back and settled on the one that I had originally heard about during my 4th year of pharmacy school. And the next morning I called, I enrolled, and I started this health coaching program. Now, I don't know about you guys or what your spiritual health looks like, if you're religious, but I am, and I truly believe that there are no coincidences in life. I believe that there's a reason for everything that happens. I believe in God's timing, and I say that because this health coaching program and what I learned while I was in the program, it was a year-long program, and what I learned and the time that I started it, like just truly everything surrounding it was exactly what I needed in that particular season of my life. I originally enrolled because I thought it sounded like this great opportunity. I got to learn about things that I was questioning and that I really wanted to learn more about. I thought it would help me become a better pharmacist, and it did all of those things. But in the process of the curriculum, it also just helped me start healing myself, my own health, my own life struggles. It helped me to gain a holistic viewpoint of health, wellness, lifestyle interventions, the human body that I didn't have previously despite all of my years of education. And it also helped me to take the leap and start my business. And it wasn't until I was about halfway through the health coaching curriculum, it was a year-long course, I was about 6 months in, that I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this. I still felt like this really strong, nagging feeling inside of me that was like, I think we need to keep pursuing this, and I wanna pursue it even harder than I had been originally, and I really just like make a go of it, take the leap, walk by faith. And so I said, okay, and I created my brand name, which is Simply Health with Marissa, and I have been working on it ever since. And I just want to say, and hopefully this can bring some encouragement to those of you who might be struggling with something similar, but everything in my life at that point had been kind of leading me in this direction. And if it wasn't for the circumstances that I was going through at the time, I probably would never have started my business. And I'm so happy that I did. Doing what I'm doing right now, YouTube, online business, all that stuff, this was never in the plans for me. I never thought about doing this. I thought my life was going to be looking very differently by now, but it's okay. That wasn't what God had intended for me. He had something else planned for me, and that's okay. And if you're going through something similar, just know that it's okay. Just lean on God if you believe in Him. And, I truly believe that He does bring things full circle. And you know what they say, man plans, God laughs, which has been very true for me. Now, I just want to mention a couple of things that I saw on a regular basis at the pharmacy where I really feel like a lot of people need help and guidance in these areas. So, number one, people who are getting sick like multiple times in the year and having to go through repeated courses of antibiotic therapy. I also saw people who, don't know how to lose weight in a healthy way without constantly, maybe turning to a weight loss drug or a weight loss supplement. Another thing I saw is that people have trouble, changing their habits, how to develop healthy ones, how to break unhealthy habits. Another thing that I saw is that, and I feel very passionate about this subject matter, is that I think people just don't know or don't realize that what they do in their day-to-day life, their daily habits, really has a huge impact on your health, maybe your health struggles, and potentially disease state progression. I saw people who had chronic gut health issues, And another thing that I saw on a pretty regular basis was individuals who came into the pharmacy with a prescription for maybe like a newly diagnosed health issue. So let's just say, for example, it's type 2 diabetes. And so they take this medication and, maybe their levels improve initially and they feel like, okay, things are great, the drug is working, it's fixing my problem, when really all it's doing is just helping you manage the condition. And over time, you might need an increase in the dose, you might need an additional medication, and then you have that one comes on, so now you have, not one, but two, you have all these, side effects that go with it. You have to manage it. Sometimes as the disease progresses and other health issues arise, so maybe you had type 2 diabetes, now you have high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and you have nerve pain, like all these things come up and then you get more and more medications, and then your quality of life goes down. And, depending on the side effects and like whether or not you experience it, not everybody experiences every side effect that's listed. But I think you get my drift. And I just saw people progressing. And I would always think to myself, like, if only people had some more education and guidance and more accountability to help them implement healthy lifestyle interventions, would they have even developed the condition to begin with? Would the condition have progressed to the point that it has? And that right there was a huge driver of why I wanted to start my business and help people implement healthy lifestyle interventions. And look, here's the thing. I am not here to bash medications. I am not here to say that taking a drug is a bad thing. I'm not here to say that if you take a drug, that means you're not healthy. No, not at all. Drugs definitely have their time and place in our society. Thank God that we have them because they can save lives. And sometimes taking a drug is unavoidable. But that being said, I do believe that there needs to be a more intentional and proactive approach to living a healthy lifestyle, to taking care of ourselves, and to do it with intentionality and in a way that is realistic and simple, and it's going to work best for you. And everybody is different, so this is going to vary, person to person. It's kind of like the very, popular saying that there is no one size diet that fits all. I don't believe that there's, any one way of living a healthy life. So it's going to differ for everybody, but that is why I am here to just kind of help inspire you guys and motivate you to start figuring out, what that is for you. I like to share examples of what works for me, but not everything that I do is going to work for you. Not everything that I eat is going to work for you. But my goal here is just to help you, guide you, educate you, motivate you, and inspire you on living a healthy lifestyle, and really to do so because you're going to end up living a more joyful, energetic, happy life versus when you kind of just don't take care of yourself and you kind of get sucked in, and I say that word lovingly, but sucked into the medical system, and you believe that it's, if you put your full faith in it and you believe that it's just going to take care of you, it's not always the case. Also, I want to say that nobody is perfect, and perfection is not what we are striving for. We're striving to make progress, and a healthy lifestyle is not something that we can just do once and then we're good for the rest of our life. It's something that we need to implement every single day, and that can be really hard. And that's why I believe that, I believe in health coaching. That's why I believe in the work that I'm doing and why I'm doing the work that I'm doing, so that I can help you guys on a daily basis to live a healthier lifestyle and hopefully adopt healthy habits in a way that is going to work best for you. I am on my own personal health journey right alongside you guys, and my life, my health, my body, it's not 100% perfect. Nobody has a perfect everything, doing it all by themselves. It's just not possible. And I think sometimes in social media land, you can kind of look at people and you fall into the comparison trap of wow, she looks thin, or he looks, great, and, why am I not looking like that? They look so healthy, but you have no idea. You see what they want you to see. And you kind of have to get rid of the noise and just focus in on you, stay in your lane and do what works best for you. Stay focused on making progress in the areas that you would like to work on, and kind of just take perfection and throw it out the window because it doesn't exist. So that is how and why I started my business. I hope that you guys enjoyed kind of getting a little bit more of like a behind the scenes of like the intention behind the videos that I create, and also just learning more about me in general. I definitely want to engage with you guys, so definitely leave comments below. I love reading them and connecting with you guys. I have a lot of fun things in store for you guys this year, so definitely get excited. I already put out a couple of them. So at the very end of 2022 into 2023, I created merch, which I'm so excited about. And I have t-shirts, I have crew necks, I have water bottles, mugs, and workout gear to just help inspire you on a daily basis to intentionally choose to make your health a priority each and every single day. And I also published my very first cookbook. I'm so proud of that thing. I put my heart and soul into it. It's available to shop on Amazon, and it's to just help inspire you guys to eat to both nourish your body and your soul. As I said in the very beginning of the video, food is a huge part of my life. It's a huge part of my upbringing, of my family, of my joy. And food is not something that we need to just overly stress about all the time and feel like we can't eat this and we have all these food rules, and that just doesn't sound like fun to me. Food is, again, meant to be enjoyed. And so, how can we learn to not only eat to, provide our body with nutrients and to live a healthy lifestyle, but to also eat for enjoyment? And that's what my cookbook helps you do. The links for both of those are in the description box below, so you guys can easily find it and check it out if you'd like. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to those of you who have already purchased a merch product and or a book. I am just so incredibly grateful for you and for your support. And if you have already purchased the book, then I would greatly appreciate it if you could also leave a review over on Amazon. It would definitely help me out big time, just to help people find the book, as well as to get it and get these recipes in their home, and to also help spread the message of eating to nourish both the body and soul. All right, you guys, so that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my business by liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, purchasing the book or the merch products. It truly means the absolute world to me. And if you guys would like to view other videos that I have made on how to improve your health, you should check out the next two videos that are about to come up on the screen. They are part of my How to Improve Your Health for Beginners series, and I will see you guys over there. Bye!